Hey guys, James again. While we're working through the coronavirus lockdown in Seattle, there's one other thing aside from the other videos that you've either seen or will be seeing as part of this coronavirus lockdown series, is the introduction of our cuts as well as how to work on our cuts and the mechanics thereof from home. So in our system, in the EES system, Eastern European Sabre, you can call it whatever you want. Just call it anything but Polar Sabre. Take a lot of things other than Polar Sabre. I can get more into that later. We operate primarily with 6 cuts. We operate it from generally two positions when we first start teaching people. We have our bladed stance. So if we're roughly hips width apart, we kind of lean forward. Our dominant leg normally will come out to reach to catch us. Our dominant leg is normally also in line with our dominant hand, sometimes not. I trust you can figure it out if it isn't. But we have our bladed stance. This is our middle guard. This is something that's very secure. Our saber's out in front of us, like, get away. I want you over there before we kill each other. Or we rest it on the shoulder. I like either. I operate from either. When I'm not doing Moline's, I tend to operate from the shoulder more. This is just as valid. Our 6 cuts are all done through the kind of figure 8 Moline action and are as follows. So keeping with a stationary lower body for now, I will do a cut 1, cut 2, cut 3, cut 4, cut 5, and cut 6. So that is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The way that you can delineate that on someone, or a door, perhaps, is cuts 1 and 2 are overhand. Think about the cross belts. Cross belts hold up ammunition, guns, swords, whatever. Overhand across the cross belts. 3 and 4 are underhand across the cross belts. Then 5 and 6, I generally aim 5 and 6 for roughly the neck or head, but also sometimes they work out to be just in kind of the general chest area, anywhere from below the armpit up to the neck. 5 and 6. To work on your mechanics as well as getting yourself more comfortable transitioning from cut to cut, I find it's pretty useful to go through the order and then change up the order a little bit. So at some speed, while operating in front of us, cuts 1, 2, 3, 4 are accentuated by mostly the rotation of our shoulders, and if you want, you can start throwing in the hips. Don't over-rotate, because then you'll get like these weird kind of like bindy actions on your own body. That can also throw your lower body or your lower back and shoulders out of whack. So just do it to whatever level you will feel comfortable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're new to this class, I'll address the issue of the left hand or the non-dominant hand. We don't really have a lot of evidence as far as this particular time period, what they were doing with their left hand. This is a composite system, so I say you can either put it up towards your chest, which means that if they start closing, you have this to bring out. I generally keep it down a little bit towards my abdominal, kind of towards my hip. You can also put it down onto your buttock. Behind you, I generally avoid small of the back, because if you get on the small of the back, people tend to come up and up and up and up, and then they're all out of whack, and their shoulder feels really, when they're off-hand shoulder, feels really bad at the end of the class. So, again, from out in front of you, you can try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other thing that you can do from this position, starting here, is to throw the order up a little bit. You eventually go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you'll go back down the order, which can help kind of break up the mental, like, oh, I have to go on this progression that our brains get into, even though we cognitively don't know we don't have to go through that progression. So what that can look like is cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. Make sense? Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 6, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. Helps bring it up a little bit. I also encourage you to try this from the shoulder. Big thing of note, if you're operating mostly from the shoulder, which will either be from your dominant shoulder or your non-dominant shoulder, your first cut should always be traveling from that side of your body. I tell this from experience, and also because I don't want anybody who might do some things with sharps, which I'm not endorsing, to accidentally hurt themselves. Or if you're not wearing a mask, hurt yourself. If I'm operating from here, and I want to do the reverse order starting with 2, what a lot of people end up doing is they come out to 2, they scrape this along their head, they hurt their ear, and then they cry as they do the order progression. Don't do that. If you're starting on your right shoulder or your dominant shoulder, you should throw it from your dominant side. If you're starting on your non-dominant shoulder or your opposite shoulder, you should throw it from that side. That'll save you cauliflower ear and possibly medical bills in the future. So starting from the shoulder, it operates the same way. I just don't have that same chambering action. Where I bring the sword up to cut 1, it's basically already there. And instead of relying on this big wind-up action, I basically just throw it out from my shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. Then on the opposite shoulder. Now I can do it the other way. 6, nope, that's not what I want. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. My edge alignment might not be super great in this video, mostly because I'm trying to focus on making sure I'm doing the right things in the right orders. But that is something to pay attention to, is making sure that when you're turning around in Lonin action, you don't turn too soon, hit with your flat, and then into your wrist. Cool. So there's that. Sorry, assistant, I have a little bit more to say in this video. Other things that you can do while doing this is work on your footwork as well. In this case, we'll start with the advancing step, which is just boom, boom, boom. Remember, when we advance with our front foot, we generally want to step heel to toe, heel to toe. The idea behind this is that our toe always lands about the time we're cutting. Because we're really a Lonin heavy system, we don't do a lot of parry and riposte intrinsically. It doesn't always wind up that way, but as I discussed in another video, knowing the difference between this and this can help you tactically in your responses as well as your offense. And what that can look like, starting with the saber in front of my body, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I'll retreat, and to make it easy, I'll go through the same order so I don't confuse myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can try that doing the first order forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then the opposite order back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. Allow your brain to catch up so you don't hurt yourself. Other things that you can do is over a passing step, which is how we normally walk. I joke a lot in class when we walk with our hips forward. It's very much the truth. We allow our hips to do a lot of rotation for us. And so in this case, whether you're operating from in front of you or on your shoulder, I will start with your lead leg back to facilitate that passing step. So it'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. From the shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. 5. Edge alignment. Cool. Thanks for forgiving my lack of edge alignment while my brain starts trying to calculate what I'm doing. This is my first video doing this. But thanks.